ॐ सहनाववतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यङ्करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। 26 प्रणवो वाचकस्तस्य सात्विकमुपास्तये तेन बोधुर्भवेन्मुक्तिः ब्रह्मलोकोऽप्युपासितुः। So that Atma Tattva, Brahma Tattva is called Om Pranava. Pranava is a bodhaka, that which can give you the knowledge of Atma Brahma, at the same time can serve as the pratika. Pratika, a symbol for upasana, and if you gain the knowledge, you can get freed from samsara. Otherwise, through upasana, Brahma Loka can be gained. Now, what is the nature of this Atma? What is the Atma Swarupa? Let us see. न जायते न म्रियते प्रणवार्थश्चिदात्मकः पुराणो सावजत्वेन नित्यः स्यादमृतत्वतः कारणं नास्य कार्यं वा देहघातेऽपि नो हतिः देहो देहान्तरं हन्ति न चिद्हन्ति न हन्यते। अन्वय प्रणवार्थः न जायते न म्रियते चिदात्मकः चिदात्मकः असौ अजत्वेन पुराणः असौ अजत्वेन पुराणः अमृतत्वे अमृतत्वतः नित्यः स्यात् अमृतत्वतः नित्यः स्यात्। प्रणवार्थः, what is प्रणवार्थ? Not simply the meaning of pranava, then you can say omkara, not that way. Pranavartha is the Chidatma, Purvokta Pranavartha Chidatma. The Pranava as the Abhidhana for Atma, Brahma was told, that Chida, that is Purvokta Pranavartha Chidatma. That is Chaitanya Rupa Atma. Na jayate na mriyate. Neither born nor dies. No beginning, no destruction, no end. The Chaitanya Swarupa, which ever exists, has no beginning or janma or no marana at all. Why? Because it is Chidatmakaha. Chidatmaka, actually in the Mula it is Vipaschit. The word used in the Mula Katha mantra is Vipaschit. It is nothing but Chaitanya Swarupa. The only knowledge principle, the only Nyapti Tattva, the only cognitive principle in the entire creation. See, as it appears, to know what all things are required, you are listening to me. How do you listen? With the help of the ear. You make use of the mind. Means like the sense organs, jnanendriyas reveal you, make you know the corresponding sense object, shabda, sparsha, rupa, sa, gandha. They by themselves are not sufficient. Antakarna is required to make you know. Mana buddhi are required. So these are the means of knowledge, means instruments of knowledge with the help of which we can know many things. True. But these by themselves cannot function unless there is a knowledge principle, a cognitive principle. Water is non-luminous by its nature. Water is aprakashakaha, not that is swaprakashakaha, aprakashakaha. But if the light gets reflected in the water, that water is capable of illuminating something. Likewise, Indriyas, Mana, Buddhi, this Antakarana by itself is Jada. And yet they have got the capacity to make you know whatever that they can, is not because by themselves but because of this Chaitanya Tattva, the only knowledge principle in the entire creation, not the only knowledge principle in the entire creation, the only knowledge principle on which the entire creation is superimposed. So, for Vyavahara we can say the only knowledge principle available in the entire creation. But truly speaking, it is the only knowledge principle on which the entire Jagat is falsely attributed, without which the entire Jagat has no existence, nor can it be ever known. If Chaitanya Tattva is not there, suppose this knowledge principle is not there, I am telling this all the time. If this knowledge principle is not there, just a supposition, what will be left out? I think many are cautious now. If the Chaitanya Sarupa, knowledge principle, Nepti Tattva were not there, supposition, what will be left out? Nothing. There is nothing, is it not? Tell me, how do you know that there is nothing? There is nothing, how do you know? See, look, in sleep there is nothing. Nothing means nothing is cognized. How do you know Chaitanya is there or not? Yes, because Chaitanya is there, knowledge principle is there, you can say nothing is there. But our supposition is even Chaitanya itself is not there. Even you can't be aware that there is nothing. That is what is said as Jagadandhyam Prasiddhita. There will be a stupor, no cognition ever will be possible. So that is what the only knowledge principle, that is why we say only knowledge principle in the creation, in the sense that is the knowledge principle on which entire Jagat is superimposed. Adhisthana, the basis for entire Jagat. There is no other knowledge principle than this Chaitanya. Chidatmakaha. Asau, this Chidatmakaha Pranavaha, now it is called Pranava, this Chaitanya Sarupa Atma. Asau, Ajatvena Puranaha. It is Puranaha. Purana means not old or ancient here. Purapi Navaha, Adunapi Navaha. Means which has no birth, Ajatvena, being unborn. So it is Purana means all the time new in the sense. Whatever that, see, new things means what? In anything that is new, there is some vriddhi, some growth is there. Not our modern new surf. New surf, only that new, there also vriddhi is there. You know what is a vriddhi? Not in the powder, soap powder, only in the name. Earlier it was surf, now vriddhi. What is that? New word is added there. That's the only vriddhi there. Otherwise, as far as the content of the soap is there, nothing, no vriddhi is there. And little new, other than new thing is there. The packing, etc. will be more attractive at whose cost? Your cost. And it will be, now it will appear on channel T. So, the moment you see the clothes that are supposed to be washed in that surf, you say, I should purchase it, is it not? So that is the only new things about it. So that's the first. Some vriddhi is there, some growth is there. Now growth or decline is for what? Whatever that is born. So these are what are called as Shadvikaras, the 6 types of changes. So whatever that is born is subject to further Jayate, Asti, Vardate, Viparnamate, Apakshiyate, Vinashyati. So Ajatva, not being born, neither growth is there, no decline, always the same. It is what? Purapi Navaha, Adunapi Navaha. In the past also new, now also it is new. There is no change in that. That is why I say, Ajatvena Puranaha, Amrutatvataha Nitya. Amrutatvataha, being that which has no destruction, therefore it exists all the time, it is Nityaha, Amrutatvataha Nityaha. Okay, fine. We do find in the creation, any given thing is born of some cause, is it not? There is always a cause-effect relationship. A cause produces the effect. Now Brahma is there, Atma is there, Chaitanya Tattva is there. From where it is born, what is its cause? What is the parentage of Atma Chaitanya? No, Swata Siddha. You know, there are in our India, there are certain temples where the idol or the linga is said to be Swayambhu. What do you mean by Swayambhu? No installation was made. No Kumbhabhisheka was made. It is there from the beginning. That is what the concept is. So but here it is not that way. Swayam Siddha, self-existent principle, never born, never subject to destruction. So therefore, if something born means cause is there. Birth is an effect karya, which should necessarily have a karana. This being aja, unborn, ever-existent principle, asya chidatmakasya atmanaha. For this atma, the chaitanya swarupa. Now don't hunt for some atma somewhere, etc. Are you sachetana or achetana? Huh? Some are still thinking. Sachetana or achetana? Then your body is sachetana or achetana on its own. On its own, not as it available now. That I know. Otherwise I will not talk at all. On its own, it is sachetana or achetana body. Achetana jada. If on its own body were sachetana, do you know what will happen? In your Bombay flat of 10 by 20, you know who all will be there? No, not even great-grandfather. From that Gotra beginning onwards, all will be there. No death is ever possible. So that's why nobody will die. If body on its own is sachetana, death is next to impossible. All maybe emaciation and old age may be there, senility may be there, but not the death as such. No. Body by itself is inert, but appears to be sachetana. That Chaitanya Tattva, because without which you can never be sentient. You will not be able to listen to this Anubhuti Prakasha also. You know why? That which hear makes your, that Shrotra Seshrotram, that which makes you hear means ears are capable of hearing because of the presence of this Chaitanya Tattva, because of which you are able to interact with the world, you are able to grasp what is taught, or you are able not to understand what is taught. Both are possible because of this Chaitanya Tattva. Difference lies in the function of your intellect and not the capacity to function. That one and the same Chaitanya is there. So asya, of the Chaitanya Rupa Atma, karanam na, it has no cause, it is not born of something. Again, karyam va na vidyate, asya karyam api na. From this Atma, Brahma, nothing is born. So here we have to little understand something. From Shastra we know, from Brahma Jagat is born. Jnanam anantam Brahma. Then what? Tasmad va etasmad atmana akasha sambhutah akashad vayu vayoragni agnerapah adbhyah prithvi prithivya oshadayah oshadhibhyonnam annat purushaha. This body, up to this body, tasmad va etasmad atmanah. From that Brahma, which is not different from this Atma, I, Jagat, entire Panchamahabhutas and all the embodiments, up to the embodiments means Jagat is born. Then is not the Brahma cause for the Jagat? Is it not the Karana for Jagat? Yes, Karana, but what type of Karana it is? Vivarta Upadana Karana. It appears as though it is the Karana, just as for the snake that you have mistaken in the place of the rope, no doubt the rope appears to be the cause in the sense if rope were not there, you will not mistake it for the snake. Truly speaking, that rope is not the cause of the snake. The rope has not hatched the snake. So that way, due to ignorance, this Brahma Tattva, Chaitanya Tattva, Atma Tattva appears as the cause for the Jagat. So Shruti speaks from that standpoint. Truly speaking, just as in the rope, the snake was never there, so also Jagat also is not there. That is possible for us to cognize, provided we know what our true nature is identical with Brahma. So from the reality standpoint, what happens? Asya karyam na vidyate. There is no effect born of this Atma Tattva, Brahma Tattva. Deha gharipi no hatihi. Even if the body is destroyed, killed, Atma Tattva cannot get destroyed. You break a mud pot, the pot is pulverized into pieces. But will the space get shattered into pieces? No. Likewise, the body may get destroyed, but not the Chaitanya Tattva. In Chaitanya Tattva, bodies are born. In Chaitanya Tattva, they disappear. But Chaitanya Tattva, first and last, ever existent principle. So therefore it says, so asyaha dehaghate no hatihi. Now we find one person killing other, etc. Who kills whom? He says, dehaha dehantaram hanti. A given body may kill the other body. Of course, in the presence of Chaitanya only. Otherwise, body will not have the capacity to act. Karmas are possible because of the presence of Chaitanya. But it is this instrument, the body, which one body can kill other body. Dehaha dehantaram hanti. Chit nahanti nahanyate. This chit, this Chaitanya, this pure awareness principle, the pure consciousness principle, because of which we are aware of everything that happens in us and all around, whether sukha, dukkha, all indifferent types of experiences, all we are able to cognize. That Chaitanya Tattva, Chit, Nahanti, it doesn't kill anyone, anything, Nahanyate, nor is it destroyed or killed. Because it is Avinashi Swarupa. It is not subject to any Vikara. It is Avikari. Where there is Vikara, killing, being killed, all these are possible. This is ever the same, that it is called as also Kutasthaha. Kutasthaha, Kutavat tishtati, all the time one and the same, without change, without vikara, without modification. That is the Chaitanya Tattva, that is the I, whatever we call I, that I has to resolve in this Chidatmakaha Chaitanya Atma only, and not in the embodiment. Why? We know for certain I exists forever. I exist forever. So I am never born, that means I never cease to be there. Otherwise, come on, you tell when you are not there. You came from Bombay here. You are absent in Bombay. But before coming here, were you here? No. Okay. Now from here, let us say you go for Char Dham. I think Badri landslides are there. Okay. Yes. Yesterday very bad condition. Okay. So you go to Badri Kedar, fine? Then you are not here. You are not already there you are not there in the Bombay. And we again came, you went from Badri to Kedar, Kedar to Gomukh you went. Okay. You are missing in Badri and Kedar. Then you came back to Yamunotri. You are missing in Gomukh. Again you came back here, returned to Rishikesh. You are missing there. But were you missing yourself anywhere? All along? You were there, is it not? If that is the case, now let us start another pilgrimage. Okay? From waking state you go to dream state. Who goes? No visa for your gross body. Custom is very strict there. No under the table deal will be possible. Can you ever go to the dream state with your gross body free? No. Are you there or not? Means physical body, you are not. From dream you go to sleep. Subtle body, Antakarana was present in the waking and the dream. In sleep what happened? No entry. No entry for Antakarna. Were you there or not? What is that you? Chaitanya Tattva, who is not aware of anything. I don't know anything. I don't know anything, including myself. That Chaitanya were there or not? What all that you experience the waking state, you know because of the Chaitanya, pure awareness principle. What all that happens in the dream, you know because of the same principle. Absence of everything also is known account of this same Chaitanya Tattva. All along you are, but all what happened? Gross body, subtle body, and ignorance also in the wake of knowledge. They shed here and there at one time or other. You are nothing but the ever-existing Chaitanya Tattva. So that is your true nature. Further it is like this. Shamakadirano reshaha Aniyanstatrano kalpanat Mahiyan mahatakhadehe Tatra kashadi kalpanat. What is there in Mula? Anoraniyan mahato mahiyan. Subtler than the subtle that you can conceive of, and it is greater, bigger than the big that you can ever imagine. Anvaya. Eshaha shamakadehe anoho aniyan. Eshaha shamakadehe anoho aniyan. Aniyan tatra. By sandhi has become Aniyans tatra. Aniyan, then tatra anukalpanat. Anukalpanat. Tatra anukalpanat. Khadehe mahataha mahiyan. Tatra akashadi kalpanat. Tatra akashadi kalpanat. Eshaha chidatmakaha atma. This Atma, who is of the nature of Chaitanya only, Chaitanya and only Chaitanya, the only pure awareness principle, the pure consciousness principle, Eshaha, Shamakadehe Anoho Aniya. Anoho Shamakadehe Aniya. Take that way. Anoho Shamakadehe Aniya. It is Aniyan, subtler than Anu Shamakadi. Shamaka is a type of grain. That is Shamaka. Shamaka is a grain. You know, I don't know what is the local language. You know, on the Ekadashi, etc., fasting day, those who don't take either wheat or rice, they make some rice. You know, that is what Shamaka. Shamaka. Huh? There are two types. Varai is one, other variety also is there. Anyway, take it. So, small like granules like not sabudana. Not sabudana. If that rice by itself is such, smaller than sabudana. Sabudana is made something made of something. Varai only, varai or such thing. So, what is that? That is the old in olden days. Now you have to say atom, etc. Okay. In the olden days, such things were not known. That means subtler than the atom, you can say, or you can all proton, neutron, boson, all you can say subtler than all these things you can say. So that is anoho shamakade or anoho shamakadehe aniyan. Subtler than whatever that small thing known, it is what? It is subtler than the small thing which are subtle. How do you say so? Because tatra anukalpana. That subtlety, again, you know what is sukshmatva? We say a thing is more and more subtle when? Subtlety is pervasive and no doubt, but it indicates the indriya gocharatva, not available for objectification by the senses. So that means sense organs cannot objectify, that is what is called as subtle sukshma. So sukshma. So in the aniyan, why? Tatra means tasmin atmani. In that atma, anukalpana. This notion of subtlety is something projected, something superimposed on atma. The shamaka, this particular rice, let us say grain, is small. How do you know? Without Chaitanya, can you know it? You know. So that particular upadhi is small. That particular small grain exists because of Chaitanya, is known because of Chaitanya. What is adhisthana now? Basis is Chaitanya. If Chaitanya were not there, you can't know, and not that it can exist. So therefore, there in tasmin atmani, in that atma who is the most subtle, not objectified by the senses. So this, that shamaka, that subtlety, that smallness is superimposed. Oh, then you may say, atma must be something microscopic in nature, very, very subtle. I think some electronic microscope we take. Nowadays they will be able to see atma under the microscope. No. Khadehe mahataha mahiyan. What is khade? Khadehe? खाने का कुछ नहीं है उधर. ख आदि, kham. Kham, that is what? Akasha. Akashadehe, Panchamahabhutas. So, kha. Kham is Akasha. Akashadehe. That is here. No, that means bigger one. Akasha. Among the Panchamahabhutas, most pervasive is what? Akasha, space. So, such a big thing. Kha adehe mahataha mahiya. Such great things are there, greater than that, bigger than Akasha, etc. How is it possible? A thing which is so subtle, so small, how can it be bigger than such Akasha? Means, truly speaking, it is neither Anu nor Mahat, but it is the very adhisthana, basis for both big and small. A small thing is small thing because of Chaitanya. A big thing is big thing because of Chaitanya. But Chaitanya by itself is neither big nor small. Smallness, bigness is on account of upadhi, the particular, the embodiment, the given thing enjoys. So that way it is mahataha, mahiyan, anoho, aniyan, being the very adhisthana, the very basis for both mahan, mahat and also anu. Where is it available? So which yatra we have to do now? Gomukh or Tapovanam or somewhere we have to go. Let us see. Sthito jantor hrud guhayam tam nishkamastu pashyati indriyanam prasannatvad vita shokastada bhavet jantoho hridguhayam sthitah tam tu nishkamaha indriyanam prasannatvat pashyati. Tam tu nishkamaha indriyanam prasannatvat pashyati. Tada vitashokaha bhavi. Tada vitashokaha bhavi. Jantoho, of all living beings, of all the creatures. So A to Z of all the living beings in the entire cosmos, entire universe. Jantoho hridguhayam sthitaha. It abides where? In the hridaya guha. Hridaya guha is Vijnanamaya kosha. But there the availability is there. Means available for cognition. Not that it is, see, for an all-pervasive thing, pointing out a specific place, a place as the place of abidance by itself is a wrong thing. But still the Shruti says, or that even the Vidyaranya Muni has told based on the Kathopanishad Shruti only. Why? Because it is available there. A great, let us say, a great landlord, he's got a vast stretch of land and a very charitable person, highly disposition is very highly charitable, and he saw these all slum dwellers, etc. Freely he constructed the house. He has got the capacity to do that. Freely he constructed the house and gave them. All is his only. Will he not have his own apartments? Suppose one wants to meet There will be a place where you can go and meet. So, in that sense. But at least here example is not that apt, and the sense he is a parichinnaha, limited guy. But here it is not all pervasive, yet there is that it's available in the Buddhi Guha. Even Ishvara, Shiva, Vishnu, etc. Where do you find Shiva? Kailasa. You go on Manasa Yatra, Kailasa Parikrama. Then Vishnu, Vaikunta. These are care of addresses, you know. You know, they are permanent address and care of addresses. Vaikunta, Kailasa are care of addresses. At times your letter may not reach there also. Because why? He may be on that. But his headquarters is. So, Hridaya. Oh, then Hridaya is maybe pumping heart. Yes, it is pumping heart. But that pumping heart is the seat of Antakarana according to Vedanta. So, even according to neuroscience, you know, brain is in the skull. But autonomous nervous system is centered around the heart only. So, therefore, there is something to do that. Nadis, etc. are said to be emerging from the heart. Heart means around the nadis are the nervous system, the nerves only. So they are around from the that system is there around the heart only. According to Vedanta also, the Antakarana, the place of Antakarana is the pumping heart only. So that is the case here. In that Antakarana, so that is why Ishvaraha Sarva Bhutanam Hriddeshe Arjuna Tishtati. The same Atma Brahma from the standpoint of creation gets the status of Ishvara, otherwise it is one and the same principle, Atma Tattva, Brahma Tattva. So Jantoho Hridguhayam Sitaha. Abides means available for cognition, for knowing in the, that is Hridguha, that is Antakarana of all the living beings. From who? Brahmadi Stamba Paryantam, Brahmadi Pipilika Paryantam, in all living beings, in their Antakarana, it is available for cognition. Then, why do we not know? We should be able to know that Atma. How is it not possible for us? Who is at fault? Not Atma is at fault. Your interests lie elsewhere. And already seen, Bahirmukhaha, not Antarmukhaha, not Atmamukhaha. So whose mistake it is? Atma is all along available. Somebody said, a Mahatma said, a devotee, say, look, I am always behind you. Don't worry, all the time I am behind you. Now this devotee got little doubt. Is it true? Let me say. Once what he did was, he quietly looked behind. Whether he is there or not, he could not find. Then he got the doubt. I think this Mahatma bluffed. The Mahatma was elsewhere and he was there. The moment this fellow came, he shouted, Saitan, I was just behind you. When you turned, what happened? When you turned, I was behind you. How could you know me? So therefore, I am all along behind you like that, all along in the Antakarana. So that is never away from Antakarana. So why do you not know that? If something remote, okay, there is possibility of not knowing, but very in our Antakarana, and how far Antakarana from you? No, it should be available. Just because Bahirmukhaha, the mind, the Antakarana itself is elsewhere, its preoccupation is elsewhere, as a result of which, though it is your Swarupa, our Swarupa, we are not able to know. That's why I said, only such persons can know that. Tam tu. Tu means in contrast to Bahirmukhaha. So those who have no Viveka Vairagya, proper objective, this perspective is not there, in whom tu tam tu nishkamaha pashyati. This word in Katha is akratuhu. Akratuhu. Nishkamaha means sankalpa rahitaha. One who has no hankering for this and that, because may not be that he has not yet got the knowledge of one's true nature, but whatever that is available in the world in terms of sadhana sadhya, do this and gain this, is transitory in nature. Navittena tarpaniyo manushaha, in Kathopanishad itself, who Nachiketa has told, say, no one can ever be satiated by wealth, means all types of accomplishment, by doing this and gaining something. Tavaiva vaha tava nritya gite, he has told in the Katha, all offer of your wealth, progeny, power, damsels, all let them be with you. I am not interested, because so they are, that is sure, that is, there is no guarantee that they can exist tomorrow. So that being the case, so such a person who has no interest in other things, not because he cannot gain them, not like the jackal's philosophy. Grapes are sour. Why? It could not get, not that way. So not because of the proper inquiry, one has discovered them to be futile as far as the higher gain is concerned. Such a nishkamaha pashyate. This he is able to withdraw the mind. Adhyatma yoga, this person can take to. What is Adhyatma yoga? Vishayebhyaha pratisamvritya chetasaha atmani eva samadhanam. We are in the morning. So that Adhyatma yoga is possible provided the right evaluation of the objects, beings in the and the world and the events in the world is there. Otherwise the mind will run after that. The mind that is running after the objects, etc., can never hope to inquire and know one's own true nature. Nishkamaha pashyati. And such preparation is required. Not mere nishkamaha, but also indriyanam prasannatva. The corresponding phrase there in the Katha is dhatu prasada. Dhatu prasada. Indriyanam prasannatva. Because of the prasannatva, means the state of being settled down. The indriyas have got settled down, not turbulent. Left to themselves, they are turbulent, means they run after the sense object. Here, they have been made calm and composed, not turbulent. They have settled down, means integrated personality. Disciplined, indriyas, etc., are under control. They are well disciplined, regulated. Such a person, nishkamaha tu pashyati. And because of this knowledge, tada, when he has got the knowledge, vitashokaha bhavati. Bhavet. Bhavet means becomes bhavati. Vitashokaha. Totally free from shoka, sorrow. Totally free from shoka, sorrow. What is shoka? Those Gita Bhashya. Manasastapaha. That is all afflictions in the mind. Shoka, moha. Moha is aviveka. Shoka is manasastapaha. The tapa, affliction at the level of the mind. Shoka, vishokaha means all samsara, sorrow is shoka only. So, Vita shokaha tada bhavet. Why Vita shokaha bhavet? The Swarupa is nothing but ever free from shoka. And still I become subject to shoka. Why? Because of my mistake of identifying with the embodiment. So therefore, if shoka comes, don't point out to anyone as the cause of shoka. Better own up to your responsibility. You know, the saying is there, no? If you accuse someone, point out someone, if your index finger points out someone as the cause, there are other three fingers, majority, pointing out to whom? Yourself. Yes, because of some external thing, maybe as a nimitta, external one is the cause, but basically who is responsible? You. Had you known your Swarupa, the world is too small to make you ever sorrowful. If the Swarupa is known, nothing in the world can make the person ever sorrow. Because no vyapashraya, no dependence on anything including the embodiment, because the embodiment has served the purpose. So therefore, out of grace the person may serve or help others, but as far as the individual is concerned, even the body is no longer required. So that means the root cause for everything is, that means the cause of everything is ourselves due to ignorance only. So such a person, vitashokaha tada bhavi. And this knowledge cannot be gained by others who are not nishkamaha, who are bahirmukhaha, who are not antarmukhaha, who are not atma mukhaha. So it is not possible. Yamaraja cites his own example. Only a person like me can gain the knowledge and no one else. Of course, statement appears as if a statement of arrogance and that the conceit as such. It is not so. Other than me, who can gain it? Means other than me means other than the persons like me who have no bahyadhihi, so who are antarmukhaha, who can at will withdraw the mind from all the vishayas. Other than those people, how is it ever possible for anyone to gain this age? So he says, Antarmukhoham pashyami mattonyo bahyadhit puman jnatumarhati kovatam viruddhatmatva bhasinam antarmukhaha aham pashyami mattaha anyaha kaha va ko va bahyadhihi puman tam bahyadhihi puman tam viruddhatmatva bhasinam jnatum arhati. Tam viruddhatmatva bhasinam jnatum arhati. Aham antarmukhaha aham pashyami. Aham pashyami, I see. I see means not with the eyes. I directly cognize my Atma Swarupa, Brahma Swarupa. So he says, other than me, who can know this? Not that I am someone great, that shows the lack of preparedness of the mind on the other parts. Who is other than me? Mattaha anyaha, other than me. Kahava, indeed, who is that? Who is that person other than you? Bahyadhihi puman, mattaha anyaha, bahyadhihi puman. A person who is bahyadhihi, with bahyadhihi, bahir mukhaha, in contrast to antar mukhaha. So already described earlier, we have seen these terms. Bahyadhihi puman says, kahava, who is that? Tam atmanam. What type of atma it is? Viruddhatmatva bhasinam. Viruddhatmatva bhasinam. That atmatva, be careful about that word. That atmatva means nature or rupa. You can take it as viruddha rupa bhasinam. If you want to substitute the atmatva there, you can take this way. Viruddha rupa bhasinam. Of course, not correction. Don't correct it. Meaning, viruddhatmatva bhasinam means viruddha rupa bhasinam. That which has got opposed features, opposed nature as it were. Not truly. Truly it is not so. Truly it is one and the same. Not even it is avikari kutastha. But for an ignorant person, it appears as if it is endowed with all opposed features. That's what is that. But of course, viruddhatmatva bhasinam, this phrase is explained by the author himself in the subsequent stanzas. We'll see that. So, that means which has got contradictory features, opposed features like this. Sthiti, gati. As if it is motionless At times it appears as motion. At the same time, what? Faster than even the whatever fast that you can conceive of, like mind. Faster than the mind. Sthiti gati. Nitya, anitya. At place it appears nitya, other place it appears as anitya. Again, saharsha, aharsha. So saharsha, aharsha. At place elated as it were, other times it is as if dejected. So, madamadaha, saharshaha, aharsha. Like this, it appears as though endowed with mutually contradictory features. Such, and therefore it is very difficult to know its true nature, stripped off from all these contradictory features. So, viruddhatmatva bhasinam mattaha anyaha kahava bahyadi puman jnatumarhati. Who is able to gain the knowledge, who is able to know other than me, who is bahyadhi means no one else who is bahyadhi can ever hope to gain the knowledge of Atma Swarupa. Because the mind is preoccupied elsewhere. That is what he said, no? In the Ramayana says, Jaha Ram Vaha Kam Nahi, Jaha Kam Vaha Ram Nahi. You know that episode? Someone asked it him, Ravana, look, you are doing all this thing to have Sita. All that you can do is what? You disguise yourself as Rama. Sita will mistake you as Rama. Ravana said, do you think I have not tried that? He tried that also. But when he disguised himself as Rama, the Kama itself disappeared. That is the greatness of Rama. That is what it is. So an extrovert person can never hope to gain Atma Jnana, and a person who is Atma Jnani can never be extrovert. Extrovert means expecting this fleeting pleasure from the sense object. Not that he runs away, etc. He may be amidst the object, but nothing to gain from the object. Objects can no longer hold any fascination for the person because he is full and complete. He has discovered oneself to be Purna Ananda Swarupa. Objects in the world are too incompetent to add anything to his Swarupa. So, Viruddhatma Bhasana, Kaha Jnatum Arati, no one can do. So what is that Viruddhatmatva Bhasinam? How Atma is the one who appears as though endowed with such contradictory features or opposed features, mutually opposed features. How is it so? It's like this. Is explained now. Duram gacchedi hasinaha Shayano yati sarvataha Samado vimadaschataha Durlaksho havivekibhihi. Anvaya Iha asinaha Duram gachet Shayanaha sarvataha yati Samadaha vimadascha Ataha hi avivekibhihi durlakshaha. Ataha hi avivekibhihi durlakshaha. That Atma is like this. Atma, Brahma is like this. Iha asinaha. Right now being here. Asina literally means sitting. Means sitting in the sense achalaha san. Being stationary. So being stationary. So iha, right now here being stationary, duram gache. What does it do? It goes far, 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 far. Is it ever possible? Huh? Sitting here, you reach Bombay and you can save the train fare or flight fare, is it not? Possible? Huh? Mentally, yes, that will come after. that is that is exactly what you are doing. That's exactly what you are doing. That's why that is how it is. What? It is asinaha duram brajati. He explained, he is going to explain now. See, I said, ihasinaha duram gachet. How is that? This one. This is how it is. You sit here for meditation, go into Bombay market and all purchase. all deals are, no, not Bombay market. Hardwar market. How many are planning right now? Every day I think they must be thinking, Swami ने बोला ऋषिकेश देखने को जाने को, तो अभी तक जाने को मिला ही नहीं है, क्या करेंगे? So all in meditation sitting where? In the satsang hall. Mentally where? Other side of Ganges. What is that? Swargashram or Lakshman Jhula. Or what is that? Triveni Ghat, evening Arati. Morning sitting here for morning meditation, but there you are where for evening Arati. He is going to, not me, he is going to explain now. So therefore he says, Iha asinaha chalaha san, being stationary, duram gachet, it goes far. All this will be explained, these phrases will be explained. Shayanaha yati sarvataha, this still more. Shaya, lying down, at least sitting it goes far, lying down what happens? Yati sarvata, goes everywhere. Shayanaha means, actually lying down means what? Karananam upashamaha shayanam. When you sleep, do you make use of your sense organs and organs of actions? If you are making use, simply what it means? You are lying down on the bed but not sleeping. That's all. That's simple. So there is difference between sleeping and lying down. There may be Mahabhagas whole night they may roll on the bed but no sleep is possible. Otherwise a person sitting also, it happens right now. Here in the class itself it happens. I find it. Look here, so you can't escape from my sight, okay? So I find it. So, but I just, jane do. Poor fellows, Bombay fellows don't know that they are not habituated to get up too early in the morning. Okay, I give concession. That is okay, that's a different thing. Fine. Okay. So, that is, Shayanaha sarvaha yati. So, Karananam upashamaha shayanam. So withdrawal of, that means withdrawal from all the karanas, means at that time there is no specific knowledge of anything including I am a man, perceiving this, perceiving that, doing this, doing that. Such specific types of knowledge is not there. A Chaitanya is what? All pervasive. So Yasyana, it will be explained now. Shayanaha yati sarvata. Samadaha vimadascha. Samadaha saharsha. All these are from, that is, echo of Kathopanishad only. Of course, it has to be why. What is this? Katha VIVARNAM is the essence of Sarasha of Kathopanishad only. So, it is Samadaha saharsha, or it can mean with conceit. So, arrogance. So one who has got arrogance or conceit, I am the one who is what? Such a Shrestha Purusha, I am an exalted person, I have got such and such accomplishment. Such type of conceit or arrogance may be there, samadaha with that. Vimadaha, without that. Aharshaha, without harsha, or without the aharsha, or without conceit, without arrogance. Aharsha, vimadascha. So in this way, this Atma is what appears as viruddhatmatva bhasi. So one who appears as having the contradictory, mutually opposed features. That being the case, which of these is true nature of Atma? How to find out? Very difficult. There is a story. A youngster had mastered all Shastras. And olden days story, not nowadays. And he was giving pravachana. And such a oratory, scholastic, etc. Many people used to come to the pravachana. He was not a sannyasi, a youngster he was there. So many used to flock to his discourses. Some parents who have got prospective bride, they thought, why not have him as a son-in-law? And a good, very educated one is that, why not have for my daughter? But Orthodox, who knows what is the gotra of this person, whether Brahmana or not, or this thing. And the thing is, peculiarity of this person was, he was past master in many languages. He was a great linguist, used to speak so many languages so fluently, they didn't know what is the origin of this person. At the same time, they have no courage to ask, because such a great person, such a great scholar, how can they ask what is their gotra? It's an insult, it is that such a great master. So now they are in a fix, without finding the gotra, origin of this, how can the daughter be given in marriage, etc. So one lady volunteered, I will find out it. And this gentleman was called for food. Afternoon he was called for food. And sumptuous food was prepared. And that also a person liked and ate, etc. And after Atithi, a guest has come, Maharaj ji, thoda aaram karke jaiye. This fellow was fed even up to above the neck. And then whatever. So, and he was asked to take a nap in that. A very cozy bed was prepared. And he was sleeping, he was snoring. When he was snoring, what this lady did was, she brought a burning piece of wood and burned the sole of the feet. Allah, he said. He burst out what? Allah, who is it? Who is it? Natural feature came out. He was a Muslim. So he had mastered all this and he was giving such a discourse. Nobody knew who he was. So like this. Now what is the true nature of Atma? This Atma appears to be like this. Viruddha Atma bhasi, duram gachet, ihasena, shayanaha, yati sarvataha, samadaha, vimada. But what exactly is the true nature of Atma? How to find out? इसको भी कुछ करना पड़ेगा, is it not? So what needs to be done now? Says, nothing needs to be done to Atma, something necessarily needs to be done to your antakarana. Your antakarana needs to be handled. So there the problem lies. No problem with Atma. Atma is ever Swarupa Pratishtaha, but appears to be distorted because what is distorted? Antakarana is not capable of cognizing its nature because of some inherent defects. Mala, Vikshepa, Avarana. So, see. Now, this again, this Viruddhatmatva Bhasinam is further explained first. That is, Ihasena Duram Gachet. Otherwise in the Katha Aseno Duram Vrajati Shayano Yati Sarvataha Kastam Madamadam Devam Madanyo Jnatumarhati. Actually this stanza is that is the subject of this mantra. So there Asenaha Duram Vrajati, or here what is said, Ihasenaha Duram Gachet. What is it? Now explain. Vane dhyatum samasenaha Deham sankalpya manasam Tenaiva nagaram gatva Karoti kraya vikrayau Anvaya Vane dhyatum samasenaha Deham manasam deham sankalpya Manasam deham sankalpya Tenaiva nagam gatva Kraya vikrayau karoti. I already told you what it is. See, Vane dhyatum samasena. This fellow went where? To the forest to meditate. I will tell you. I think we should not go that far. Swami Dayananda Ashrami dhyatum samasenaha. You'll understand now. For sitting here for morning meditation, what does he do? Manasam deham sankalpya. So having projected a manasam deham, तेन एव मानसेन देहेन एव, instead of nagaram gatva, Rishikesh marketam gatva. So having gone to the market in the Rishikesh, what does he do? Kraya vikrayau karoti. So he start kraya vikraya, purchase this, sell this, etc. All the bargaining and all this is start. Where? Sitting where? In satsang hall for meditation. Coming all the way from Bombay. See, sitting here, fellow goes, I have told you only this much only, you can go to Madhyavar. I think many already must be thinking of those who are going to pilgrimage. Those who are not going to pilgrimage, they must thinking, while returning, Rajdhani will be in time. So, while coming it was 12 hours late, while returning we don't know. I think better ask someone from Bombay and verify, tell on what time it has left there, means you can get indication. Perhaps I am providing another way of distraction, okay? I think Swamiji suggested properly. I think better ask someone in Bombay and on 26th evening what time Rajdhani has left, means you can get indication of arrival here, and then you can work out what time possibly you leave from here. Okay, you can try that also, you can be sure about it, okay? Don't worry. But not while sitting in meditation seat, okay? Om Swasti Prajabhya Paripalayantam Nyayena Margena Mahim Maheshaha Go Brahmanebhino Bhavantu Kale Varshatu Parjanya Prithivi Sasya Shalini Deshoyam Shobharahita Brahmana Santu Nirbhayaha Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhina Sarve Santu Niramayaha Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu Ma Kasyid Dukkha Bhag Bhave Asato Ma Sadgamaya Tamaso Ma Jyotirgamaya Mrityorma Amritam Gamaya Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate